And we're on. I'm pretty sure we're live. We just did it. We made it. We made it. What's going on, everybody? This is the inaugural episode of the Tanzo Talks podcast. Tanzo Hasami, the brand. I'm the man behind the microphone, Sunny D, and I'm going to be taking you guys through this quick episode, inaugural episode, launching episode, just to kind of familiarize you with our brand a little bit, let you kind of know what the podcast is going to be about. Why are we doing a podcast about scissors? Maybe a question that I'm still formulating the full answer to. But the reason I wanted to do this, number one, is because I want to be able to reach you everywhere you are, whether you want to listen, you want to watch, you want to learn, you want to play with the brand, with our tools, with what's happening. You want to get quick insights, quick bites of information. I want to be there. So podcast, video, every channel that we can, we're going to be coming to you so you can consume us in whatever way you would like. So for this first episode, Tanzo Hasami, the new brand that is just launching, we're a baby. We're officially ready to go. We're ready to start shipping. So that's kind of exciting. So this is a long time in the making. You know, I like to say 16 years because I started my little journey through beauty school 16 years ago. And I always thought, wouldn't it be cool if scissors could take me around the world? Wouldn't it be cool if scissors would introduce me to new things, take me to places I've never been before, make a life for me? And I always wondered when I looked at my scissors, what are these going to do for me? And what will these do for me? Where will they take me? Well, here we are. They've taken me through 16 years from a beauty school student to an educator in Paul Mitchell schools, to a Paul Mitchell national educator, to a platform artist, to working in salons, to opening salons, 1, 2, 3, 4, multiple locations, 5 now, to writing books, now to launching a brand new scissor brand. Where will your scissors take you? You never know. And so it's kind of been a wild ride. And I say 16 years in the making because I've always had this thought in the back of my head that I wanted to design, great cutting tools, because I'm a hair cutter. First and foremost, I want to be able to have the best tools, have access to the best tools, be able to be, no pun intended, but on the cutting edge of the tools, and especially scissors, because that's my passion. When it comes to the beauty industry, the things that, all you can do, you can color, you can, style hair, you can do photo shoots, you can do this, that, and the other. The thing that I love doing the most is cutting hair. I love building shapes on people's heads with this fabric, this medium called hair. And I do that, and I rely on my scissors to be able to do that. And throughout the years, I've always, wondered, like, why the hell are scissors so damn expensive? They don't start getting good until you get, north of $500. You get to like 1,000. I've seen them go up to 2,000 and more. I'm like, what the hell is going on with that? So this little mission finally, during this past year, we've all had a little time on our hands because of a COVID situation. And with that time, I thought, I'm going to start researching. I'm going to start studying. I'm going to start learning everything I can about scissors. And I'm going to build a brand that I would love. And I'm going to build a company that I would love. And I'm going to build one for hair cutters and people that love cutting hair and want the best tools. And the first thing was looking at, how can we get the price to where it's accessible to everybody? I don't know about you, but I mean, shelling out $1,000, $2,000 for a pair of scissors on a regular basis, because we do go through pairs. We want to, upgrade. We want to get a new one in our collection. We want one that does this, one that does that. But that is not chump change. It's a lot of money. And so that was the first thing. Making it accessible, democratizing premium scissors for everyone. That's one of the things that I want to do. And having them be premium And as we like to say around Tanzo Hasami HQ, premium without the premium price tag, meaning you can get access to these $1,000 plus pair of scissors without having to pay $1,000 plus. And with that, the idea came to launch the brand, launch the company as a subscription based company. So, what does subscription based mean? It means you have access for a very small $25 a month. You have access to premium scissors, to the premium content. And for those of you guys that are watching, I'm actually in my little studio. I've got some beautiful, our first lineup displayed behind me, but I've also have a pair right on film. So for those of you that are watching, you'll be able to see these. So these are the first of many scissors that we're going to be releasing. These are the Air version 1.0s, the Air, because they're light as air. They feel like they could fly through the air. They're perfectly balanced and so light, they'll disappear in your hands, kind of air. I've been testing these out for a few months. I've gotten them in the hands of some other stylists, other barbers to test out and to really kind of work on making iterations before we went into production and make sure we have for our first release not only something that we're proud of, but has the quality, has the craftsmanship, and has the ability to serve you as a wet cutter, as a dry cutter, whether you're doing precision, you're doing, point cutting, you're doing slide cutting. So an all around great piece of equipment. And we're going to have these in 3 sizes. So they're going to come in a 5.5. They're going to come in a 6, which is the ones that I'm holding right now. And they're also going to come in a 7, where you'll be able to get that beautiful scissor over comb, or those long, beautiful, clean lines. If you like to do one lengths, like, nothing satisfies my hair cutting heart more than cutting a precision, solid line bob, square to be exact. I mean, A line, yes, I like doing that. Has some angle, it's traveling. Round, yes, angling the other way. But a square where it's level on someone's head is it's a piece of art. I love it. And I'm a hair nerd. And so if you're a hair nerd and you're into hair cutting like, I am, then this podcast will be great for you, because I'm going to talk about, squares. I'm going to talk about circles. I'm going to talk about triangles, and I'm going to bring on other people that want to talk about hair nerd stuff, talk about geometry, talk about angles, talk about metal. Over the past year, I've been learning a lot. So there's a couple books that I got knee deep in. Book on forging, all about the manual instruction. This is a forging book where it talks about working with iron, machine steel, tool steel, drop forging, heat treatment of steel, including annealing, hardening, and tempering. I mean, way more than you'll ever want to know. Metallurgy information. If you want to be a metallurgist, you definitely could be probably loving this. So part of that research, another book that I got, is on the art of the Japanese sword. So this is another really awesome book that I read over this past year, The Craft of Sword Making and Its Appreciation. So it gets into, why the whys behind, and I do look at these as a sword. I look at these scissors as, I'm going to battle with. I'm going to be using these to create, a piece of art. I'm going to be using these to forge a haircut. So knowing that, and kind of getting into some of the history behind sword making, some of the history and some of the techniques of forging. So as I was learning the process and helping, really kind of acclimate me to the conversation, of the scissors, because we use them, but getting into the nitty gritty and understanding, where you can be able to deliver that premium product without that premium price tag. Where can you look for ways to maybe change a design or alter design to where you're making the best, quality that you can, make for that hair cutter. And you're also delivering it, in a way that pleases not only the person using it, pleases the haircut that's going to be executed with it, pleases all parties involved. And so a lot of studying went into it. A lot of testing went into it. And so when these first pairs of airs roll out to our subscribers, they're going to not only be delighted, I think they're going to be like, this is the best. And we're going to continue to improve and iterate and bring out new designs. We're already working on design 2. We're already working on other tools for our barbers. My partner, Josh, is a barber instructor. He's a barber. He's a cosmetologist. He cuts a shit ton of hair just like I do. And so he's been testing, and we've been putting our minds together to think about what we're going to bring out for our barbers in the realms of razors, in the realms of scissors. We're going to also be, looking into the specialty scissors that may be not like this one, designed to do almost everything, but other scissors that may be designed more for specific areas of hair cutting. And we'll be talking about those on the podcast. We'll be talking about the new drops. We'll be talking about limited edition series. We've got, a couple of partners we're thinking about doing designs for. Well, there'll be collector's items. We've got different organizations we're going to be working with. So that's going to be exciting. And the brand itself is going to be exciting, from our merchandising that we have, the swag, the gear, which people are already getting geared up. I'm rocking one of our hats. We've got hoodies. We've got, travel accessories. We've got cell phone, cases and all kinds of cool stuff. If you go to tanzohasami.com, you can go under wares, the Tanzo wear section, and see all that. What else do we have? We've got our collection, of course, which you can subscribe now. It's $25 a month. We'll start shipping in the beginning of July. Our first 100 subscribers, by the way, our first 100 subscribers are going to get treated to, and I'll show you, I've got only a couple here with me in the studio, but these beautiful, beautiful combs. So these are limited edition. I know a lot of people are hungry for these. A lot of people are like, how do I get these? So they're limited edition. They're actually a space aluminum, super lightweight, in a standard cutting size. And also we have a longer version. It's got the wider tooth, the finer tooth. Feels beautiful in your hand. Combs through the hair. It's got the little short second tooth, so you get the beautiful sectioning. The one I have here, this is the platinum one. We've got them in rose gold. We've got them in yellow gold. We've got them in slate gray. We've got them in an onyx. I actually have one of the slate gray ones here. And the platinum. So the onyx is this beautiful black, shimmery black. This is the slate gray, which is kind of like a base, aluminum. But they feel beautiful in your hand. So the first 100 subscribers, because these are limited right now, they're going to get one of these for free as a welcome to the family. So our first 100 subscribers will get a free comb. You'll be able to pick out the color that you want. Rose gold, yellow gold, platinum, onyx, and slate gray. And you'll be getting your scissor, your case, your oil pen, your cleaning cloth, beautifully delivered to you. And we'll start shipping the beginning of July. And each week when I come on the podcast, I'll kind of give you an update, like where things are at, where things are going, what we're working on, getting the word out. We're going to be doing a program, which is kind of like a passport. We're having a Tanzo Hasami passport. Where will Tanzo Hasami take you? So all of the places that you go, we're going to create some awareness with that. We'll have a hashtag that you can use, Tanzo Travels. When you're cutting hair in different places, there'll be some challenges. So we'll be doing some giveaways. Maybe it's like, for example, cutting hair on a plane, cutting hair on a boat, cutting hair on an island, cutting hair at a hotel, cutting hair on a beach, cutting hair behind your salon, in your salon, behind the chair, cutting hair on a stage in a theater. So different places where you'll be able to complete your passport challenges and show pictures of where Tanzo Hasami scissors are taking you. And so those kinds of things will be coming out. I'll be updating you guys on that in the podcast. Where we're going to be we're going to be doing education. We're going to be doing events. We're going to be doing shows. We're lining up some shows already for this fall. I'll be going to lots of different beauty schools, Paul Mitchell schools, any kind of school to do demonstrations and cut hair and hang out and share information. So I'll be on the road, be letting you guys know about that. My team's excited because everybody that works at the Salon 1.0, there just so happens to be a new program that we kicked off where we're going to be outfitting our entire team with our Tanzo Hasami scissors. So that's exciting. And I can't wait to get them in the hands of everybody. Some of our team members, like I said, have been already testing them. I've been using them every single day. But we're going to be doing a lot of cool things. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the podcast. Hopefully you'll come back and listen to the podcast. Love for you to share the podcast, leave a rating, leave a review, leave questions and comments. Let me know kind of what kind of topics you're interested in. But definitely we're going to get nerded out on haircutting, talking about different haircuts, how I approach haircutting, again, as an artist, as a builder, as a designer, and I'll be talking to other people and see what their approach is. So those are some of the things that are coming for the podcast. Again, this is our inaugural episode, so hopefully you guys are excited to be here. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for you to come on this journey with us. And when people ask you, what are the best pair of scissors that you've ever cut hair with, hopefully very soon the answer that you will be given will be, oh, definitely my Tanzo Hasami scissors. And our name, which I shared with you guys on Instagram, if you're not following us, it's just at Tanzo Hasami. Our name is exactly what we're building and creating. So our name Tanzo means forged, Hasami means scissors, and then our symbol, which means blade. So forged scissor blades, that's what we are. That's what these are. And hopefully you'll share this podcast. Give our Instagram a little like at Tanzo Hasami. We've got a Facebook page going. We've got our TikTok going. We've got our Twitter going. We're going and going and going. So just looking for tanzohasami.com. Look us up. Check us out. If you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram. I'm at SunnyD1.0, or you can hit up our Tanzo Hasami page and message us there in the DMs. So that's all I got for now, guys. Excited to be here again. Excited to start this new journey with you guys, and looking forward to talking to you on episode number 2 of TANZO Talks podcast. And I will talk to you then. Until then, keep cutting great hair and keep living a life that you deserve. So thanks again for listening and or watching, and I will talk to you soon.